It all started on what should have been a normal, peaceful day in Brookhaven. I spawned by the fountain, stretched my avatar's square arms, and checked the server list. Nothing strange, just a bunch of players role-playing, driving around, flexing houses and cars like always. The sky was blue, the birds were chirping, the music was calm. I opened my phone to see who was online. Mia the Queen online. Bacon Boss online. Random names I didn't recognize, all online. I typed in chat, "Where are you guys?" Mia replied, "At the diner, free pancakes come fast." I started walking down the street, passing the usual places. The hospital, the police station, the bank, everything looked completely normal except for one tiny, weird thing. There was a toilet in the middle of the road. Just one, just sitting there. No walls, no bathroom, nothing. Just a lonely white toilet like a piece of modern art. I stopped and stared at it. "Okay, that's not supposed to be there," I said. I looked around, no one else seemed to notice. Cars drove past like it was totally fine that a toilet was just vibing in the middle of traffic. I shrugged and kept going. As I got closer to the diner, I noticed another one, a toilet on top of a trash can, then another on a bench, then two more stacked on each other next to a tree. "What kind of update is this?" I muttered. When I finally walked into the diner, I almost screamed. Every single chair had been replaced by a toilet. There were players sitting on them, eating food like it was the most normal thing in the world. My friend Mia was sitting at a table, casually drinking a soda while sitting very comfortably on a shiny porcelain throne. I typed, "MIA, why are you sitting on a toilet?" She replied, "What do you mean, it's just a chair." I looked again. To her, it probably looked like a normal seat, but to me, it was 100% a toilet. Tank, lid, seat, the whole thing. "Guys," I said out loud to my empty room, "I think my Brookhaven is broken." Then suddenly, the lights flickered. The music stopped. Every player in the diner froze in place for half a second. A weird, echoing flush sound played across the entire game like someone pressed a giant bathroom button in the sky. A huge message appeared at the top of my screen. "Brookhaven update, toilet takeover event toilet." The diner shook. When everything stopped vibrating, I looked outside. All the trees had turned into toilets. Toilet trunks, toilet branches, toilet leaves. The whole road was lined with ceramic trees, lids flapping gently in the breeze. I opened chat. "Bacon Boss, why is my car a toilet?" Random player, "My house is gone, help." Mia, "Okay, yeah, now I see it. What did you do?" I ran out of the diner and watched as cars drove by, except they weren't cars anymore. They were giant rolling toilets with wheels. When they honked, they didn't honk, they flushed. "This is a nightmare," I screamed. A police car drove past. It was a toilet with siren lights. Behind it, an ambulance toilet, a fire truck toilet, even the bikes had little toilet seats on them. I checked my inventory. My regular house, replaced by a premium toilet villa. My bike, now a speed flush scooter. My horse, somehow a toilet pony. I was scared to even click spawn. The sky turned a pale porcelain white and clouds shaped like tiny toilets floated happily across the sun. A faint soundtrack of flushing noises played in the distance. Another message appeared on my screen. "Survive 24 hours in Toilet Haven." "Or what?" I whispered. The game answered with another message. "Or become one with the toilet." I backed away from my monitor. Oh no. I decided step one was simple, find the others before I lost my mind. I spawned my speed flush scooter because apparently there were no normal vehicles left in this cursed universe. The scooter appeared with a plop sound. It was literally a toilet bowl with wheels and a steering handle. I forced myself to sit on it. "Please nobody look at me," I muttered, as I zoomed down the road, the scooter making a faint trickling sound as it moved. The city was worse than I thought. The bank was now Royal Toilet Savings. The sign outside the school said Flush Academy. Even the fountain in the central plaza had transformed into a giant golden toilet, spraying water from the tank. Players were running around screaming in chat. "The toilets are everywhere. Why does the mayoress office have a plunger flag? My house is a bathroom, help Emmy." I finally reached the hospital. Mia had said she'd meet me there. When I went inside, I saw her near the reception desk, staring at the floor. Every hospital bed was now a toilet. Mia, I said, we have a serious problem. She looked at me, you think? Behind us, a doctor NPC walked past, wearing a normal outfit, but instead of shoes, he had tiny toilet bowls on his feet. I tried not to laugh or cry or both. We need to figure out who did this, I said. She typed, either it's a dev trolling, a hacker, or you installed the worst Brookhaven mod in history. Before I could answer, the lights flickered again, the screen shook, and the sound of hundreds of toilets flushing echoed through the halls. A new message appeared. Toilet level 30%. What does that mean? I asked. Mia pointed out the window. I think it means it's getting worse. We ran back outside and saw it. The grass was gone. In its place, the ground was made of white tile. Every patch of flowers had turned into tiny decorative toilets with smiling faces. Trash cans were now mini urinals. Benches had tank backs and cushioned seats shaped like lids. The entire map was slowly transforming. In chat, someone wrote, guys, I just fell into the sewer and it's all toilet water now. Okay, I said, new plan, we need to find the source. Mia nodded, there's always a source, a computer, a lab, something. I thought for a moment, then snapped my fingers, the secret base under the mountain. Of course it's the secret base, she said, it's always the secret base. We hopped on our toilet scooters and drove toward the mountain. On the way, we passed the stable. All the horses were gone. In their place, giant walking toilets chomping on hay. I looked away before I lost all faith in humanity. When we reached the mountain, the hidden entrance was easy to find. Someone had put a bathroom sign above it, an arrow pointed down with the word restroom in glowing letters. Very subtle, Mia said. We went down the ladder and entered the underground base. Normally, it's full of monitors and machines. Today, it was full of screens shaped like toilet seats, all flashing green code. At the center of the room was a giant hologram of a toilet wearing a crown. I stared at it. Mia stared at it. The hologram blinked, then it spoke. Well, 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 it said in a deep, echoing voice. Looks like we have visitors. I swallowed. Who or what are you? I am King Flushius, it said, ruler of Toilet Haven, and Brookhaven is my new empire. Mia typed in chat, bro, the toilet talks. The hologram grinned, yes, and soon so will you. I took a step back. Okay, King Flushius, listen, Brookhaven is a city, not a bathroom. You can't just turn everything into toilets. He raised his porcelain chin. Why not? Toilets are the peak of civilization. Humans depend on us, we are loyal, we are strong, and we never ever leave you during your worst moments. Mia whispered, he's not wrong, but still. I crossed my arms. You can't force everyone to live in a giant restroom. Watch me, he said. The monitors around us lit up with live footage from the city. The transformation was accelerating. Houses were changing shape, roofs curving like toilet lids, chimneys turning into flush handles. The chat was pure panic. My bed is a toilet. Why is the tree talking about plungers? I just sat down and it flushed me. Toilet level 60%, the system announced. We have to stop this, I said. Mia nodded. How? You can't punch a hologram. King Flushius laughed. You cannot defeat me. I am connected to every bathroom in this server. Every flush makes me stronger. Every panic pee gives me power. That's the worst sentence I've ever heard, I replied. He leaned closer. However, I am not unfair. I offer you a deal. I hesitated. What deal? Survive until toilet level reaches 100%, he said, and I will let you keep this world with minor adjustments. Mia frowned. What kind of adjustments? Nothing big, he said innocently. You will simply live in harmony with the toilet kingdom. Every building will have at least one toilet. Every car will have a built-in seat. Every tree will contain secret plumbing. That's all. That's not minor, I said. He smirked. Or you can attempt to shut me down and risk flushing the entire server into the void. I looked at Mia. She looked at me. In perfect sync, we said, we're shutting him down. The hologram sighed. Humans, always so dramatic. He disappeared and the screen switched to a countdown. Toilet level 65%. Time remaining 1 hour. Mia cracked her knuckles. Okay, tech time, we need to find his core system. We searched the room until we noticed a single normal-looking computer tucked in the corner. No toilet-themed case, no weird pipes, just a regular PC with a sticky note on it that said, "Do not touch, especially if you like Brookhaven." I read it out loud. Mia said, so obviously we touch it. I sat down and wiggled the mouse. The screen lit up with a menu. Toilet Haven control panel. Start full conversion. Cancel flush sequence. Play flush sound for fun. I stared at the options. This feels too easy. Mia peeked over my shoulder. Click cancel flush sequence before he changes his mind. I moved the cursor toward the button. Before I could click, the screen flickered. King Flushius appeared again, stretching across the monitor. "Tut tut," he said, "cheating is bad, little human." The door behind us slammed shut. The toilets in the room, yes, there were background toilets we had ignored, began turning slowly toward us. Their lids opened and closed like mouths. Their tanks bubbled. "Toilet level 75%, the system said. "Hey, King Flushius," I said, trying to stall. "Why toilets, why not fridges or microwaves?" He raised a royal handle. "Because toilets are humble yet powerful, and because no one ever truly respects them until it's too late." "That's weirdly deep," Mia said. "Silence," he roared, "you will witness the final flush." The entire base shook. Somewhere above us, we heard the city scream in chat. Mia grabbed my arm. "What do we do?" I stared at the control panel, then I saw it, a tiny checkbox in the corner. Enable manual override. I clicked it. A new text box appeared. Enter flush password to take control. I groaned. Of course there's a password. King Flushius laughed. "You will never guess it. It is the sacred word of the toilet realm. It is known only by the chosen plungers." I thought for a moment. I closed my eyes and took a wild guess. I typed plunger. Error. I tried toilet king. Error. Mia shouted, "Try flush." I typed flush. The screen turned green. Password accepted, manual override enabled. King Flushius froze. "Impossible," he whispered. The room went silent. The toilets stopped turning. The monitors flickered and then followed my cursor as I moved it. Mia stared. "You actually guessed it. The password for the ultimate toilet king was just flush." King Flushius growled, "How dare you mock the sacred word?" I ignored him and clicked on cancel flush sequence. A warning appeared. "Are you sure you want to stop Toilet Haven?" "Yes, no, think about it." I slammed yes. The base shook violently. The light from the monitors shot upward like lasers blasting through the mountain. We could see the rays shooting into the sky through small cracks in the ceiling. The system voice spoke again. Toilet level 70%. Reversing transformation. We ran outside. Brookhaven was glitching. The toilet trees started folding back into normal trees. House roofs straightened, turning from porcelain back to wood and shingles. Cars shimmered, their bowls disappearing, tires reforming. Players cheered in chat. "My house is back. The road is not a bathroom anymore. I can sit on a normal couch again." Toilets everywhere shook like they were angry. Some tried to run away. Others sank into the ground, vanishing into invisible pipes. The golden toilet fountain melted back into the regular fountain, though a single rubber duck toilet toy stayed floating on the surface. Toilet level 40%. Continuing reversal. Mia spun around, laughing in pure relief. "We actually did it, we're unflushing the world." I looked back at the mountain. A final burst of light erupted from the entrance as the last of the toilet code burned away. We headed back down into the base. The monitors were normal now. No toilet frames, no king, just boring gray screens. The hologram of King Flushius flickered weakly in the center of the room, smaller now. He looked tired. "You humans," he said softly, "always undoing my art." I stepped closer. Brookhaven is not a toilet man. He sighed, perhaps, but admitted it was memorable. I couldn't deny that. Mia crossed her arms. "What happens if we just delete you?" He smiled sadly. "I am not only here, every flush you hear in every game is a whisper of my power. You cannot erase toilets from existence, only control them." I glanced at the screen. There was one more option I hadn't noticed before. Redeem King Flushius. Convert to normal NPC. I hovered the cursor over it. Maybe, I said, you don't need a kingdom, maybe you just need a job. He blinked, a job. I clicked. The hologram spun, compressed into a little glowing cube and disappeared. A message popped up. New NPC unlocked, Janitor Flushius. Location, Brookhaven School. I laughed, no way. We left the base and headed to the school. Sure enough, inside the hallway, there he was, a simple NPC wearing a janitor outfit, pushing a mop and occasionally fixing toilets. I walked up to him. He looked at me and said, I used to rule the world, you know. I smiled, now you just keep it clean. He winked, someone has to. The chat slowly returned to normal. Anyone wanna roleplay? Car meet at spawn. Who's down for hide and seek? As I walked outside, I noticed one last thing. Next to the fountain, there was a small, perfectly normal toilet with a little crown on the lid. When no one was looking, it gave the tiniest, proudest flush. I shook my head, laughing. Brookhaven was safe again. For now. Because somewhere in some secret server, I knew the toilets were still whispering, still waiting, still plotting their next big comeback. And if the sky ever turned porcelain white again, I knew exactly where to go. Back to the base. Back to the panel. Back to the king of toilets. Until then, I'm sticking to chairs.